Hey guys, how's it going? I'm EG Magnum, and I'm going to be talking about the patch notes, and then we're going to go ahead and look at some of the notables and stuff. This section hopefully should be quick, because I'm pretty sure they haven't really changed anything. They just now have it to where you can go through and see all the notables. I heard that there was supposed to be Path of Building update already, but for some reason mine's not giving me an update, so I don't know. I might have to go to the website and download it or something, so we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we'll come back and look at those. But if there's anything I see that I really want to look at. But we're gonna go through and we're gonna kind of skim the patch notes a little bit, talk about what is wins, and also what I think is definitely some of the most overpowered stuff in here, some of the weird stuff, and some of the stuff that, okay, cool, they did a thing. We'll see what we got here. So war cries, they got buffed. So one of the big winners is going to be Infernal Cry for sure. This looks insane. Auxiliary attacks trigger combustion, which converts 60% of physical damage to fire damage and deals 100% attack damage in an area. If those areas can essentially overlap, that is insane. But just in general, yeah, that's some good damage increase. Plus, everything pops, and enemies covered in ash take 3% increased fire damage per 5 power, up to 20%. So, some of these will say per blah power up to, so like your Rallying Cry, 5% more damage per affected ally up to 25%. Sorry, never mind. That, wait, where's the up to? Isn't it Rallying Cry? Oh yeah, the 3% of the weapon damage per 5 power. There it is. The maximum of 20%. So, with Rallying Cry, that could be insane for a support type character. You know, obviously not going to be the Auramancer, but somebody doing the War Cry stuff. You use Rallying Cry with the Red Blade banner shield, which I'm sure is somewhere in this, but it now gives infinite power to War Cries, which means I think there's none of this up to nonsense. So I'm pretty sure that's what that means, or it just means every time you War Cry, you just have whatever the maximum is, and you don't have to have any enemies really around you, except for maybe one to trigger it in the first place. It's one of those. But if that shield does what I think it does, there's going to be some pretty wonky builds around that, with some crazy War Cry buff effect, which I'm hoping is still on a lot of the notables from the cluster drills. I know they talk about cluster drills somewhere in here, but we'll get to that here in a second. So Abyssal Cry, definitely crazy damage, definitely a winner. Rallying Cry looks kind of cool. You know, there's some potential there for some supporting action, or just having it in like some kind of minion build. And the other big winner, though, Enduring Cry. So Infernal Cry and Enduring Cry, definitely the two I'm going to be looking for. Enduring Cry I'm going to probably try to use in too many builds, just because I normally do health based. But here's the big deal right here. Up to 1,976 at gym level 20 health regen over 1 second. That is insane. That is crazy. So, you can just, you know, get a ton of regen from this. Buff grants plus to all res, and 2% physical damage reduction per endurance charge. So yeah, that's insanely awesome, because now endurance charges would be great. So I mean, pretty much anything using endurance charges will have this. You'll be tankier, you'll have regen. I mean, this just seems insane. I like it. Actually, I kind of don't like it just because of how good this looks. So next we got Sunder got changed. It's kind of a, I mean, it's pretty much, we're gonna have to wait and see how it feels. Seems a little awkward, but yeah. Tectonic Slam got some buff on damage. It already had enough damage anyway, so this should be fantastic. They made it more consistent so you can like plan your ruthless hit out and stuff like that, so it looks good. Mana cost, brand slams, totems. Here we go. Here's the other skills. Armageddon brand looks like it'll be fine with the brand changes. The brand changes seem kind of interesting. They talk about it right here, but I don't know. I think with enough investment on the tree and stuff, brand should feel fine. We'll have to see how the attachment range feels. Is going to be the big concern there. They changed Arctic Breath. They gave it flat damage and randomly just gave it like 8 damage for the dot. Sure. I like how it says unchanged up to unchanged should be. Well, I mean 8, but I guess sure. Kind of funny. Let's see what else. So here's the brand recall. Has 1 second increase. That actually wasn't as bad as I was thinking, so we'll take it. And then 40% increased cooldown recovery speed. So you might want to invest a little bit into some cooldown recovery speed if you can. Next we have Cyclone, by the way. No longer immune to stun. That's just gonna feel weird. I feel like Cyclone just turned clunky. Earthquake. Looks like it could be pretty good. The flat damage though is kind of the concerning part. They got rid of the flat damage, but because you can use it unarmed now, that makes sense. So it's definitely going to be based on scaling the damage from your weapon, which two-handers are going to be good at. So that's what I was thinking they were going to do, is give large scaling for the based on the weapon, so that you have to have something big to actually do the big damage, rather than pretty much handing a mace, 280 damage or whatever crazy number it was. Also, if they suddenly put this in and let like face breakers use this, that is insane. So yeah, another crazy number here is the amount of effectiveness on Fireball. That is crazy. So yeah, 240 on Fireball. We'll have to see what happens with that. Also, they put Rolling Flame into Fireball, and they changed Rolling Flame, so we'll take a look at that. Coming up. Freeze Pulse got some more effectiveness, which is kind of nice. So there's Frostbolt. I'm a big Freeze Pulse fan, so I'll take it. I might try to go back to my Freeze Pulse build at one point. Ground Slam. I don't know, this one could be kind of meh, but we'll have to see. Ground Slam is one of my favorite skills. They've done enough with the two-handed stuff. I don't know, losing its physical damage and just giving it 150 from 125. Maybe. Heart of Purity. Ice Crash. Ice Crash looks great. Now converts 100% of physical damage. Deals base damage, or now deals base damage, and has an added damage effectiveness of 230. So I'm a fan. Up to 280 from 240. That is a pretty good number. And with it being 100% conversion, you don't have to do anything crazy to get that extra cold damage. You can just go straight for cold pin. Feels really good. Damage effectiveness, kind of interesting things with Ice Trap here, but looks like they're just doing some damage effectiveness on traps, period. I feel like traps need more utility and more quality of life than anything. I think damage is fine. I mean, like, we've seen traps in races, and if they had a little more utility, I guess you could say, well, then it would be too good. But one of the reasons is because their damage is fine to pop a boss with all those traps already being laid out. Let's see, Molten Strike seems kind of weird. I mean, we saw how the new projectiles look in the video. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can bring this skill back and if it turns OP. Orb of Storms. Perforate. Nope. Stormbrand. Curious to see how Stormbrand feels. Not going to be playing that one probably. So I'll be watching for people. But I wonder, that's one of the ones I'm wondering if Stormbrand gets hit really hard. Vol skill balance. Vol Earthquake. Lowered its attack speed. And has added damage effectiveness of 60% up to 71, so it gained 10%. That's kind of nice. Ball Fireball also getting the same effects. Ball Molten Shell. Yep, it was OP. Now it grants 20% more armor at level 1 and 29% more armor at gym level 20. Now grants 25 additional armor at level 1 and 429 armor at gym level 20. So if you're investing in armor, you get more armor, and instead of it just giving you free armor. And then now it causes 30% of damage taken from hits to be taken from the buff before your life or energy shield at gym level 1, up to 35% at gym level 20, from 80% at all levels. So that one's kind of interesting. Yeah, that feels kind of oof. I do like what they did with the armor thing because, oh yeah, that's right. The buff can now take damage equal to 30% of your armor from 60%, up to a maximum of 30,000. So it's still the same, but you need more armor. Same cap though. So now reflects 300% of damage taken. Fire damage. Cool. Okay, cool. Now removes and is removed by any other guard skill. Make note of that. But overall, you can still use it. I'm still going to have Ball Molten Shell and Molten Shell. You're just not going to be able to pop a Granite Flask and be like, ha, easy game. But if you're investing in armor, the more armor feels good, man. Just saying. Support Gem, Balance, Archmage. Gain lightning damage equal to 70% of your mana. Unchanged level 1. And it got nerfed by the 19. So 127%. Shockwave support now has charges. That's going to be interesting. We'll see if that actually works well. It did get more damage though. Passive Tree Balance. So they pretty much added stuff for Rage, Unleash, Corpse Manipulation, War Cries, Heralds, and Banners, which is awesome. There are some Unleash nodes that I've seen, so pretty hyped for that. Just saying. Density Balance, Chieftain. Well, I kind of want to get in there and look at some of the stuff. I guess we can read it here. But it's triggered when you use a slam attack, creating an image which mirrors your slam attack. This skill has a short cooldown. So again, with the slow attack thing and getting that ancestral thing going on. Kind of interesting. What was this before? Oh, it has moved. Okay. Gotcha. Wish my Path of Building would update. A new small passive leads to strength. It increases 10% increased area of effect and 0.5 regen. Okay. Storm's Embrace no longer grants 3% more damage per endurance charge lost recently. Instead, it now grants 50% more damage for 8 seconds when you lose or consume any endurance charges. Ah. That's kind of cool. So, I mean, that's pretty much... Hey, you playing Tectonic Slam. There you go. Small passive leads to... Okay, Storm's Embrace no longer grants 50%. Okay, cool. Let's see. Berserker Warbringer has been redesigned. Uh-oh. Is that... Does there go my cooldown? Oh no. It now causes War Cries to grant 5 rage per 5 power if you have less than 25 rage. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like your first one's like boom, and causes them to sacrifice 25 rage if you have at least 25 rage. It also causes exerted attacks to deal 50% more damage. Huh. I mean, that's insane damage, but that completely changes the defensive aspect of that one. Unless it still has it. But it says redesign, so if that's what it does now, I mean, that's a ton of damage. Like, that's crazy, dude. And with everybody wanting to use war cries now? Huh. Mob has the ability to Warbringer no longer grant 20% increase. Now they increase war cry speed. Ooh. Now that's an interesting stat, is war cry speed. I'll take it. Hierophant. Sign of Purpose has been redesigned. It now causes brands to have 100% more activation frequency. Whoa. In the final 25% of the attack duration. Okay. That is crazy. It also causes brand recall to have 100% cooldown recovery speed. I don't know. This feels like Hierophant's going to be like, hey, you play brands, play Hierophant. That's it. I mean, that's how it felt for totems there for a bit. So, that could be, I don't know. That kind of feels bad when that happens, I think. Item balance. Okay, that's for lab enchant stuff, I think. Hopefully I'm not missing anything there. Here's the war stave stuff. Okay, so kind of interesting. They're increasing some crit chance. Increase spell block chance. Block chance and okay, so that's pretty much the same, they just increased it. That's cool. Actually, this spell block is new because it was attack damage rather. Okay. I like it. Two-handed maces. Area effect. Ooh, Karui Maul. Lower attack speed even. Ouch. Did Moroyarki at least get a slight increase in attack speed then? Because that's just gonna feel super slow. Like, give me some more damage on Moroyarki. Please bring me Moroyarki back. I'll play a Moroyarki build. Just give me like dumb damage with it if you're gonna make me attack that slow. Interesting. Let's see, anything crazy? This is double damage. Whoa. Meat grind. Oh yeah, that's right. The brain rattler. Oh my. 5% chance to deal double damage. I heard they lowered the damage on it, so that's why right there. Holy crap. Okay, I'm not seeing anything too crazy here. Or wait, did I mention this? I can't remember. Either way, I know it's lowered. I remember if I looked it up or what when I was going over the, yeah, that's right. They showed that one off, didn't they? Because it has a 300% more. Maybe I looked at it. Oh well, either way, it's got that explains it. Maybe I completely missed that they had double damage on it. Okay, axes. Looks like they haven't really done anything. It's huntering axe, that's funny. Ooh. Causes hits and weapons to have 20% damage over time multiplier for bleeding. I wonder if the axe, Volnatol's axe is a sundering axe, please. If it is, that's amazing because I don't want to use it. Esmite Blade, that's a pretty fun one to start off with. Global Crit Strike Multi. That is cool. Infernal Sword. Just Elemental, okay. 50% Global Crit Strike Multi on Exquisite Blade. Yes, two-handed weapons, please. Man, that looks pretty cool. Especially a lot of the two-handed sword stuff. I'm trying to remember, I know this had crit multi before, but I can't remember. Oh, it actually got nerfed. Shit. My bad. Oof. Hmm. Yeah, get nerfed across. I mean, I guess everybody who was doing cast on crit would use that. So, and maybe that's, yeah, that would make sense. That was, yeah, sure. I'll take it. Cluster Jewel, balance. Oh my. The following have been affected. A huge list of stuff. Her deep cuts is now just gone. I think that's the only one that's gone. And a couple of them have been added to the tree, which is nice, which I think is one of the unleashed things. Yeah, I didn't really get into too much of the stuff. I did look at a few of these already. Let's see. Elm's Primacy. So here's, I don't know, some of these, well, a lot of these are going down. It's like, what? But, like, that's getting a slower attack speed, and it's, I mean, I guess they've tested this, but this just feels weird. Like the Brain Rattler, wherever that is. Jiminy's Era getting, like, nerfed? I don't know. Maybe there's, some of these don't feel. Pondo's Pride, that's going to be a sad one, because that was just a starting sword and that was it. Like, I don't know if I'm missing something here or what. I'm actually surprised the Disintegrator's getting nerfed. I mean, it's an OP weapon, but it's getting nerfed. This favor's not getting touched too bad, looks like. Well, that just adds physical. Actually, that might be a pretty big hit. So, due to the damage increase given to the two-handed weapon base type, we've adjusted the damage. Okay, hang on, wait. Maybe there's something I'm misunderstanding here. We've reviewed all two-handed weapons and have adjusted their attack damage. Oh, okay, got it. It's the base weapon itself. Okay, speed and implicit. So, they didn't really go over the actual base damage on these weapons, though. Huh. Okay, well that's interesting. But all have their base damage increased by at least 15%, with axes gaining even more. Okay. Okay. So, here's the question. Does the final series Disfavor actually have more damage? Because I know Brain Rattler apparently doesn't. So are these actually higher than what they are now, or are they lower? Because this could be, I don't know, until we see the final one, I kind of like to know. Okay, that'll be interesting. Okay, let's see. Other uniques. Whoa, Envy got some. Now grants 75% more added chaos damage to attacks and spells. Radius is being increased. Is this a buff? That's kind of interesting. Timeless Jewel stuff got added to the passive tree. We know about a lot of these, so the new keystones has been added to replace the 5 that are now available on the passive tree. Cool. We'll have to look through these. The trader. Let's see if we can look this up. Oh wait, they're on timeless. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Let's go back to this. Whoop. Arborix. They do here. Ugh. Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. So you get a level 30 dash, and you gain movement speed when you dash, If you haven't cast dash recently, though, it goes back. So this was rotates on if you cast dash or not. Interesting. What? I don't know. That's gonna be a weird one. I feel like this just got changed and it still doesn't know where it's gonna fit. Let's see. Anything here? Brain Rattler, we already know about it. Okay. Oops. Keyword Mine, we heard about that one. Referee's Devotion. Interesting. Gloomfang, rip Gloomfang and Gloomfang builds. That sucks. Honestly, that sucks. I don't know what Magma Orb's gonna do now. Like, I saw it up there. They added some damage to it, but yeah, pretty rip. For the most part, though. Oh, here we go. Now grants 15 to 20% increased lightning damage per frenzy charge from 12. I made a build, and I actually have a guide up for it. It was okay. It was pretty pricey. I don't think the 15 to 20% still is going to save it, to be honest. But, yeah. And also with Cyclone, you being able to be stunned now, just saying. Novice Thirst has a 50% chance to trigger. You spend 100 mana. Nice. So, that's good. I might look at that at some point again. That could be fun. Malachi's Loop, Vision, Malagar's Lens, Mark of the Red Covenant. I probably should have been just reading these at least. Artistry, Might and Influence, Moonbender's Wing. Some of these we'll have to just kind of find them and be like, oh, well, that's cool. Namahu's Flame. 60% is the main thing there. So they buffed Perseverance for per 200 of the lowest armor and evasion. Kind of cool. Let's see. Here's the Seventh Sun. Converts 30% of physical damage from 25. Doing the whole 60 thing. Reach of the Council looks kind of interesting. They have some weird stuff here. First firing points are always Pierce. So like your base arrow, and then the second two, then the third, you know, like that. That's 1, 2, 3. Kind of interesting. They do one always forks, and then the last one, or the last one always forks. Oh, the last one's chain. That's right. So we got Pierce Fork Chain, which is kind of cool. Red Blade Banner. Here we go. Here's what I was talking about. War Cries have infinite power. So that could be insane. Reverberating, pretty good. Even better of a leveling wand. Definitely looking for the forward to the Rigwald stuff. Whirling Flame got changed now so that it has a chance for Scorch rather than Ignite. So your Fireball will Scorch instead. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I was really concerned to see if they actually did anything to snipe, but like we're good. And or the helm. I mean, I already looked these up for the helm, so it looks like my bleed build's good. I can go ahead and make a guide out of that if I can get time to do that before the thing. I'm gonna try to do a video talking about what builds I would suggest. So we'll have to see if I can get time to do that before this starts on Friday. But Abyss changes, Betrayal changes. Interesting, they've actually got these in here. Oh, they become interactable when appearing, that's cool. Zana. So we got Breach, Harbingers, Nemesis, Metamorph, and Legion. That'll be cool. If you have no reclaimed hideout decorations, the button will reclaim all hideout decorations. Now instantly buy all decorations. Cost only favor. That's kind of cool. So we'll have to look forward to seeing the gym stats. And yeah, recently added. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Molten Strike. Minimum travel distance of 2 from 6. And maximum travel distance of 25 from 20. Okay. User interface improvements. Bug fixes and less duration support. Now grants 0.5 less skill effect duration per 1% quality in the gym. Wait. Oh, reduced. Okay, less. Ah, less is better. Well, yeah. Cool. Seems legit. We'd like to go through all of these, but that would take forever, and yeah, I'm already kind of tired today. So that'll be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Usual links will be down in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, that kind of stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, all that, guys. Have a good one. Peace!